Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where we are currently modeling some vehicle meshes. Now let's quickly go ahead and fix this small exposed axle problem just by creating a pair of edge loops here. And we're going to scale those along the y-axis up to be somewhere around 7 times larger. About like that. That'll do. And then all I want to do is I want to grab specifically this face and move it down to be about right here. So about negative 0.36. Maybe a little further. Negative 0.37. I mean, that looks a little dumb. Maybe we should move all of these faces to be at this same Z position. So we can grab, I don't want to grab all of those. And it bears noting that over here, it is substantially smaller. So let's go ahead and grab these. I don't really care about this here. Ooh, that's awkward. That's very awkward. What did you do? What did you do, Blender? What did you do? That's really, really weird. Like, I would prefer to be able to scale these, but they don't want to scale. Bizarre. And then there's like a vertex here. Hang on, let's just remove doubles. There are no doubles. That's awkward. How did this even happen, Blender? Oh, we can scale that to -1. And then we could grab, like, this, perhaps? Or we could just grab this face. Delete that face. And then there's these two faces here that we can then delete. Delete that face. There's a face here as well that I want to delete. And then we've got a face here. Can delete that face. And then delete these faces as well. I mean, realistically, we're just gonna reconstruct this whole area, aren't we? Yeah, that's gonna be what's gonna end up happening. Okay, well, I mean, it's a little awkward. But we can do it around 0.9 or so. There we go. And then I want to grab these faces here along the side, since I used extrude for that, and delete those. And then we can just extrude this in about 0.1. Nope. 0.05. What is this length? 0.0353. That's an interesting length. 0.0353. There we go. We will no longer need these two faces. Excellent. And then we can go ahead and start filling in these gaps. Like so. I have never seen loop cut mess up that badly before. That's kind of exciting. I don't know how it happened, but whatever. We'll take it, I guess. Okay. Now we just need to do the windshield. And there we go. Fixed. It's like it never happened. For some reason. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and grab these here. And widen them out so that they're approximately the correct width. So let's grab this along the y-axis to be I'm looking at this here. It's roughly 1 wheel width in, very roughly. So we'll go ahead and put this to be right about 0.4. And this here will do the same thing, like that. And then I'm just looking at the edge flow here. It's a little weird. Maybe what we should do is delete these vertices and just connect up directly to this here. Like that. It's still going to be a little on the awkward side, but then we can go ahead and do a face there, and then a face over here to connect in like that. And then the same thing here, a face like that. And then a triangle here and here. And then a face like that. And these two faces appear to be either facing the wrong way or... yeah, they're just facing the wrong way. Excellent. Okay, I'm now going to grab the wheel well up here and move it all the way up here in front view here so we can actually see where we're going. And in fact, let's just go ahead and grab this X position. So 1.5. There we go. And I'm just going to set the origin of this particular wheel to be at 0, 0, 0. So transform origin to 3D cursor. I'm going to do the same thing here. Transform origin to 3D cursor, and the same for this as well. Transform origin to 3D cursor. Okay. So now we can do the same thing that we did here and grab this right here down to be at the same Z position, which that Z position is what? 1.55, or 0.155, I mean. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Now, I kind of feel like these faces here should move down somewhat as well to be about here or so. And then this face can come on down as well. Kind of like that-ish. Make it be a little less awkward down there. And of course, these wheels are going to need to move in. So let's go ahead and grab just the tire, like so, and move this in this direction to be about right here, or so. It doesn't matter if it's clipping. We're not going to be able to see it from any angle other than, like, this one anyway. So, yeah, this should be fine. Now, these wheels aren't going to be able to turn. That's fine. They'll be able to roll. Actually, they won't be able to roll unless we do Object, Transform, Geometry, or Origin to Geometry. Like that. But in order to do that, we'll want to apply the mirror modifiers. So Object, Transform, Origin to Geometry, and then we'll be able to make it roll by rotating it along the Y-axis. Like so. And we'll do the same thing over here. Object, Transform, if I don't fail it, Origin to Geometry. There we go. So, there's our delivery vehicle made. Let's go ahead and move it aside. About -16 should be fine. And then we can start in on our truck. Now, the truck is going to be essentially the same thing. In fact, I'm going to duplicate it and move this all to center. And we're going to be working with this same sort of thing. But what we're going to do for the truck is we're going to detach the trailer and the cab portion, and we're just going to make it slightly larger. So I'm going to go ahead and hide the delivery vehicle that we made previously. And in fact, I need to undo that because we need to hide this over here. There we go. And we can bring that back with Alt-H. And for right now, we're just going to work on detaching this a little bit. So we're going to keep the front... Actually, I should go ahead and look up the tire structure here. Let's see what that tire structure actually looks like. Okay. I gotcha. I can do that. So we've got one front tire, and that front tire would be up here. So let's go ahead and extrude this here out a little further to about 0.5. That's kind of funny looking, but we're going to go ahead and slope that down like so. And then this wheel well is going to need to move to more like here. Just going to be a little bit awkward. But we're also going to need to completely detach the cab portion. So let's go ahead and do that right now. This is part of the trailer here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and separate that right on out of there. And then we're going to go ahead and hide the trailer portion for now. So we are going to need to go ahead and grab this and extrude that back a little bit. About 1, I think is about right. And now I'm going to enlarge this a little bit along only 2 axes here. Along the x-axis, so 1.25, that'll be about right. And then we're going to grab it this direction, like so, about 0.25. However, we don't want it to be quite this boxy, so these vertices here will go back down negative 0.25 to be at this position right here. And then we can go ahead and tools, remove doubles. There aren't doubles? Oh, there aren't doubles. That's exciting. We'll just Alt-M to merge at center. Actually, I used collapse there. I guess that's fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Now, I don't think we need these vertices here, realistically speaking, because I think we're just going to close this here, like so. And the wheel well here is going to need to move to about here, so about 1 forward. And realistically, I think we should go ahead and move the windshield up a little bit. So let's go ahead and grab this. Maybe up and in. So about 0.25, and then about 0.25, like so. And then we can grab this up about, oh, I have an extra vertice there, about 0.25. There we go. That's a slightly different shape. Now, as far as this wheel well goes, we're basically just going to delete these vertices, and we're going to fill this in as if it was never here. There we go. And then we're going to need to grab these vertices here down to be at about the same Z position here, like so. And then the question is, how are we going to go about creating a wheel well here? Well, we'll need an edge loop there for sure. And then we can go ahead and grab this edge loop and just slide it back over here. About like that. And then we can make this into a wheel well by deleting this edge. And perhaps even deleting these vertices full on. And doing something kind of like that. No, I don't like that. Let's bring those vertices back. And then we'll grab this face. And we'll bring this up. Actually, let's go ahead and scale that down on the Z-axis. There we go. And let's put that at like this position here. That's too high. Let's put it around the top of the wheel here, like that. So obviously this face has to go. As does this face. Okay. There we go. And then let's go ahead and... how do I want to do this? I kind of do want to get rid of these vertices. I feel like they're not helping. And then we can do something like this to fill it in. Kind of like that. And then we can just connect up in here at like a one-to-one sort of thing. Yeah, that's better. That's a whole lot better. I like that. That works. Okay. So I feel like this wheel well is a little on the wide side, but that's okay. That is actually very okay, now that I think about it. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Subscribe for more, and next episode, we will be finishing our truck mesh. See you all next time.